waterfall I just hiked to. Really pretty. I think under normal circumstances this lake is quite the sight, with Mount Robson in the background here, really impressive. But with all the smoke from all the wildfires around here, it's still nice, but yeah, it's a bit smoky for lack of better words. Like there's not a lot of contrast going on, but still a nice atmosphere, and it's super quiet like that. The water is super calm. You've got like these really nice reflections in there. So yeah, it's really nice. I'm just in the process of planning the rest of my time in Canada, which is not too long. Like I just want to visit Jasper National Park and Banff National Park. Like if I would go directly, that's just like, I don't know, a bit more than 1,000 kilometers, but there's a lot of stuff to see because they're both really big national parks and incredibly beautiful national parks. So there's a lot of stuff to see and a lot of stuff to do. The only problem is I don't have any internet connection here, so I have to use my paper map and my offline maps and a navigation system. But for stuff like planning hikes and things like that, it's not really good. And the other problem is, as you saw earlier, the whole region is covered in smoke because of all the wildfires around here. So it's very hard to say like if some of the hikes and places I wanted to do, they're worth doing. There's no need to hike up, I don't know, 10, 20 kilometers just to see a wall of fog without anything. I mean, it's just worth doing if you actually see like a amazing mountain scenery, blue skies, glaciers, lakes, whatever. Like, so it's really difficult to say what is worth doing now and what is not. Guess there's only one way to find out. Drive there and see what it's like. Thinking about going all the way up to the top here. It's been windy and not very nice. I think the view from up there is a little bit better, but not too much better. So I'm better return here. Back down. I don't want to freeze my ass off. Well, the vibrations and noises that I thought were coming from the wheel bearing were not coming from the wheel bearing, because they got gradually worse over the last 3 days, even after replacing the wheel bearing. And I've narrowed it down to one of the U-joints of the cardan shaft, and the plan was to replace them today when I get to the campsite, which is about 8 kilometers that way. But the noises got so bad, so I just got another car to check it, and it's almost gone, so I think it's very close to failing completely. So decided I can't make it all the way to the campsite, and I have to take the cardan shaft out now here and then drive to the campsite without it, and then repair it over there. Yeah, I love roadside repairs. It's always so easy, just 4 bolts on each side, until you have to work overhead and you can't get to it, and the nuts start rounding off. Managed to get it out. Has definitely gone. The sensible way would be to replace the nuts and bolts, but of course I don't have any, so the question is, do I drive somewhere and get some, or do I use these again? Oh, let's see. Let's go to the campsite first. Last night at the campsite I managed to get the broken U-joint out of the prop shaft. Unfortunately, while trying to install the new one of the needle bearings tipped over, so I couldn't fix that myself. And now I'm driving to the next bigger city, trying to find a workshop that can help me out. Just put the repaired prop shaft back in, and guess what? The noises are not gone, the vibrations are not gone. It's worse than ever. So I ended up at the same campsite as yesterday, and after a lot of frustration and a lot of anger, I went under the car again, and it turns out the second prop shaft is blown also. So I blew 2 prop shafts in 24 hours. Yeah! What are the chances of that, huh? But since I don't have any more spare parts, it's time to remove it and keep going. So the original plan was to go to Rest here and maybe Calgary, because that is the fastest route to go back to civilization, just in case anything happens, get stranded back on the road. But of course it's the weekend, and every shop in Calgary and Red Deer is closed over the weekend, so there's nothing to do really. And I've looked at the weather forecast, and it's really perfect weather for the next 4 days in Banff National Park. Then it gets colder and rainy again. So I figured I'm just going to risk it, and I'm driving back to Banff National Park, go hiking, go slowly for the next few days, and then work my way to Calgary. Distance is the same. The only problem is there's not many towns or anything. If I get stranded, might be a bit more difficult to get help, but yeah, I'm willing to risk it. I'd rather spend a few $100 just in case something happens if I don't make it, and had a few good days to enjoy it here than sitting around and go hiking in the rain afterwards. What a nice lake. Nice color. Surrounding glaciers. Waterfall I just like to. Pretty pretty. Except for all the people in here, but I guess I kind of want them.